All right, hi. I'm here in the bunker in the closet. I'm gonna do some ratio table work here. It's another strategy to be used when we're doing division. Remember, the purpose of these strategies first is to understand the strategy. Okay, so you're gonna be doing the same problems as before, same numbers but different strategy, because I want you to be focusing on the strategy. And we're mastering these strategies using whole numbers with no remainder answers. So if you find yourself having a remainder, that will be a clue that you've done it incorrectly. With the hopes that next week we can do answers that have remainders and start thinking about those as fractions and decimals, and this will ease us into that. Okay, so I'm going to start working over here. So a ratio is something that keeps the same. Okay, so it's a standard. So if you think about a good example of ratios or multiples, so if you're looking at like 2, it's the ratio is always going to be 2. If I think of multiples of 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, or so skip counting is a ratio. If I count by 5s, the ratio is always 1 to 5. So every time I count the 1, it's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20. If I count by 3s, the one time I count, each one time I count, I'm counting by 3. 3, 6, 9. Okay. So in math, when we're talking about ratio tables, all right, it's going to look something like this. It's like a T-chart. In other words, oops. And that's how we're going to keep track. So we're going to try using this for division. And remember, we're going to be using partial quotients or partial products if we want to think of it as multiplication, and it's kind of the same breakdown and system as that. So let's take a look at an example problem. So if I have 228 and I'm going to be dividing that by 12, okay, my ratio is for every one thing I'm counting, I'm going to have 12, okay, because that's the ratio we have here. All right, and we're going to see how many times can we multiply 12 in order to get 228. So what we're looking for, our goal over here is 228. And then whatever number we have over here that equals 228, that's going to be our answer. Okay? All right, so I know 1 times 12 is 12. I know 10 times 12 is 120. I know 20 times 12 is 240. Oh, I got close, right? I went over. 240 is close to 228. How close is it? It's 12 away. So that means I can take 1 away. So 240 minus 12 is 228. So that means that 19 equals 228. So that's what we're looking for. So 228 divided by 12 is going to be 19 according to our ratio table. And one of the reasons we really want to focus on ratio tables is they turn into function tables when we go into algebra in middle school. So it's a good idea to understand them when it comes to this. So I mean, you're going to be plotting, you're going to be doing a bunch with function tables and ratio tables moving forward. So it's a great strategy to understand. I'll see you right back here momentarily for the Big 7. That's what I've heard people call it. I don't know. So we'll see. Ciao. Oh, I'm still recording.